So, I'm here to talk about the WNIT at large and automatic updates in the WNIT. So, to make it so you have to not win your conference tournament, and you can't be predicted to receive an NCAA large at the NCAA tournament. There is the WNIT as well. You can't be projected to make it to the WNIT. So let's see here. So we have in the American East, we have Albany. In the American, we have North Texas as predicted to win the bid. North Texas is 21-6 in the American. Tulsa is projected to be an at-large. They're predicted to be 21-10, 11-7 overall. Richmond is predicted to be a bit. They're 16-2, 26-5 overall. Which would be a really scary team in the like 10. They could possibly win it. Possibly win like 10. VCU would win the 10. 14-5 overall. That would be a pretty scary team as well, to win. Or make it to WNIT, if they don't make it into today's. That would be a race. Or, I don't know, maybe they could, if they make it to the WNIT, we'll see them. We have George Mason, 22-6, 14-4 overall. Dean at VCU. George Mason is going to be a pretty scary team as well. So is Davidson. Davidson's not going to be as scary, but I can see Davidson, one of the last 10 teams in. The last team in, so not out, but I can see him making it. There are only 2 in the ACC here. We have the 400 overall record. We have Virginia, they're 14-15. I can see it being 15-16. Maybe even 16-16 is upset. So Georgia Tech's going about 500 overall. So I could see it being 500 overall. Virginia, though, I don't see Virginia. Virginia is going to lose the draft. No reason to it. There somehow. It's going to be the team in Easton, the second place team Easton. So we'll see. We have Big 12, we have TCU. TCU is looking scary because they got Sonora Prince back. And their transfers, or they're not transfers, but they're walk-ons. And their bench players that haven't played a lot, we're getting more together. They're actually playing really well, so looking scary, 18-10 or 6-10 Big 10 Wolf. So we'll see if they can beat Texas Tech. I don't think they'll beat West Virginia, but we'll see. So they're going to be 18-10, so they could be like 20 wins. Maybe they make it to the NCAAs just barely, but I honestly think they'll make it be in the WNIT. But they have to go far in order to make it to the NCAA tournament. Cincinnati 13-16. Okay. Let's see, 13-16, not really. Texas Tech seems more worthy, but they're 16-15. So at least they'll be in 500 at least. Same with BYU. We have Houston. They're 14-15. They might make it 500. They might be 500. UCF is not going to be 500. I might just sneak in at 12 and 15 overall. We have Bays. There's a bunch of Bays. We get 23 and 6, 12 and 6 in the Bays. If they don't make it to the NCAA tournament, that'd be or the WBIT or whatever. So if they make it to the WNIT, well, that'd be huge ups. You know, Marquette. No, Villanova is 18, 11, 7 East. Yeah, I don't know if Villanova will make it there, but we'll see. I don't think they will, but you never know. They might. I think they probably have to get 20 wins. Seton Hall, yeah, I don't see Seton Hall making it. But I mean, I see Seton Hall could make it too there. Georgetown, yeah, I don't see Georgetown really making it too. So the WNIT is fair. St. John. Is it St. John? St. John? No, I don't know. Okay, but still there. Butler. Butler. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna be really worthy of him. I think it's the same with DePaul. I mean, they might make it, but I don't think they're worthy of Northern Arizona Big Sky. It's either Northern Arizona or Eastern Washington. One of those two are gonna make it. You know, if like one of those two teams there wins or lose, they will automatically. If you happen to lose your conference tournament and you are the number 1 overall seed, you will get into the WBIT. It's like similar to the men's NIT. You know how the men's NIT was before? Well, the men's NIT is, and you get your automatic bid. And if you are the one seed and fail to win the conference tournament, you will make it to the the NIT, the men's side, and make it to the WBIT in the men's side. So we'll see here. It's gonna be Northern Arizona, Eastern Washington. One of them to, will make it probably to NCAAs. One of them will make it to one of them might make it to the WBIT. And there might be a third place team. And we'll see. UC Epstein, Big South. I guess can't really argue with that. Big Ten, we got Michigan. Michigan 18 to overall, 9-9 Big Ten. ESPN Charlie Cream does have them in as the last 4 buys. They're in as the last 4 buys. As like a 10 seed. I believe they have them in as 10 to like 11. They're hovering over that 10 seed, 11, like the 2-11 seeds that are buys. They're the first 4 games. So they're in there. They're hanging on. But, I mean, they could make it in. They really need a big win. Big win. I mean, they have a big win over Ohio State. But they have a good mid-major win over Mount Tennessee. But I mean Harvard. And they have a big mid-major loss to Toledo, so kind of counteracts it, I guess. Kind of. Our seats in Maryland are only 2. I mean, our seats really the only big win of the season. And that Mount Tennessee game. Maybe Maryland in overtime looks like a big win. I don't know. We got Penn State. Yeah, I don't see them making it after so many losses in a row, 6 in a row. They really knocked them out of the tournament. Minnesota. I don't see Minnesota making it to NCAA, obviously. I see them winning it. I see them making it to WBIT or probably the WNIT most likely, I would say. After a season, which be a same with Illinois. Purdue, I'm surprised Purdue, but they're going to be making it under 500 team, which doesn't seem right, but it is what it is, though. Let's see Wisconsin. Maybe you see ranked 14-5 in the Big West. Makes sense. Hawaii's probably going to win. They're thinking Hawaii's going to is Yamak qualifier for the Big West. Makes sense. Stony is Yamak qualifier for the CAA, which makes sense. And if we take a look at Stony Brook, yeah, they're going to be 14-3. So, yeah, so FIU and Cambridge UC, that makes sense. Because it looks like Middle Tennessee is going to storm. And, you know, they've lost a couple of games, surprising games. Not just not to Middle Tennessee. You have in the horizon, you have Cleveland State. That makes. Right now it looks like Cleveland State and Green Bay. Green Bay is holding on as like a last four buys team. They're like a 10 seed, hovering in the 10 seeds, 11 seed line. So we'll see here. 2 11 seeds are buys, so they're hovering in that area because Green Bay does have some huge wins. Green Bay does. Green Bay has a huge win over Crane on the road. Which is Crane's a really good team. They only lost them. They beat Washington State at home. Beat Maryland. Only lost to Maryland at home by not 8. Lost to Paul by 4 only. I mean, so yeah, so they have some big ones. So I could see that. And Columbia and the Ivy. Yeah, I mean, Princeton is still. I mean, they did beat Princeton by only 2, but they lost to Princeton by 15. Also, in their first game, so I don't know. And that was at home too. They only won the 2, so maybe a neutral state though, maybe more, but so neutral. Like Niagara. Fairfield, yeah, it looks like Fairfield somewhere. So get ready to Space Stadium. Not on the Los Angeles. I think it's gonna be the qualifier. But I think Toyo could, Toyo could make it into the WNIT though. Just provider the at-large results. Or on the MEAC and Norfolk State. Looks like they're gonna be the qualifier, so it makes sense. In Missouri, we got a bunch of good teams. We got Belmont. They could make it to the WNIT too though. Missouri State, maybe possibly. Illinois State. You got Northern Iowa. You got Murray State. Which I could see Illinois State, Northern Iowa, Murray State. Maybe Missouri State, maybe Belmont. Maybe like Missouri State, Belmont, if they don't win their NCAA tournament, maybe they make it to the WNIT. Those two are possibly New Mexico. It makes sense. You know he's gonna win the Amet qualifier, looks like. Vermont in the Northeast. It's their men's record. Oops. Vermont is a really good team though. They can't make the NCAA, so. Or, you know, maybe can they make it to the BAT? We'll see though. They're in their first year, so we'll see if they don't have value. If Southern India can make it to the WBAT. But if they can, they'll be there because they can't make the NCAAs because they're second year transition from D1 to D2, from D2 to D1. And so we'll see here. And Washington is the only Pac-12 team. Washington State might make it. I think Washington State couldn't be out. I think ESPN has them out of the tournament. Cal, I could see making it to WNIT. Arizona, I could see them making it out of the NCAA tournament. Maybe they make it to WNIT. We'll see. So maybe it's Washington. And the Patriot. And I dispute that. Let's see. Arkansas. Makes sense, yeah. I mean, they really don't have that. Florida State, they have a big win. But, I mean, they beat Georgia. They have a few decent wins, but nothing ultra impressive, though, other than Georgia is not really impressive win, though, I guess. The only impressive conference win is Alabama. In Georgia, Missouri. TSU in this one. Can't really dispute that, I guess. Southeastern Louisiana and Southland. Can't really dispute that. That's why I can't really dispute that. North Dakota State. I mean, you can't really dispute that. You can't really. I mean, it looks like South Dakota State, they're thinking, obviously. Robertson Summit. That'd be awesome as another major, maybe get there. The WCC, Santa Clara. No sport, not in. Is not gonna make it in. I mean, maybe the Santa Clara could make it to WBIT though. So, we got to cover about the Snowback. Which makes sense. We have first in teams up, we have Montana, which I think they should be in order to Paul Butler was too. Maybe Northern Iowa, maybe. I could see Northern Iowa. You have James Madison. Montana, though. And they have to go to the WBI one with 8 teams in it. Being that 3-day event. You know, that would be the hurts for them. I would feel for them. DePaul Butler. I mean, do they really want more mid-majors winning games? I mean, low mid-majors. Maybe a low mid-major wins the game, but I want to say Montana and Kansas. Harvard was, you saw how solid Harvard was last year, right? In the NCAA's, right? Or in the WNIT, right? I mean, maybe they don't have the same strength as last year, but he's screwing them. I don't know about them. Rice, USF. Keene, they have a really strong conference record, so their conference record strength. I could see that, but we'll see here. Portland, Boise State. Looks like first team out is Montana, James Madison, Herbert. Paul Butler, maybe Northern Iowa. I think the Paul Butler, Northern Iowa, are the most vulnerable of those three. So, Montana, Pass, and Harvard. Then could swoop and take those spots, even though Old Dominion or Orbital Dominion are over the Paul Butler. Or first, second, I think, though, the Paul Butler, maybe Montana, Pass, takes those 2 spots. I think so. UCF. We'll see, But yeah. We'll see, so there's a bunch of teams, trying to battle for that. At-larges, and there's a bunch of Big 12s, that aren't like 500, or not even going to be 500. Probably so. No, I don't know, so I don't know, so I do think Butler and DePaul, though, should be out. Maybe UCF at DePaul. We'll see, so